It started out like any other boring Saturday. 3 kids, too much sugar, too little to do, decided they'd pull a prank on the old man who lived by the woods. They'd heard all the stories. How he never came into town. How his house was full of strange symbols. Animal bones hanging from trees. Perfect for a dare. They called it the haunted knock. Sneak up to his porch, knock 3 times, and run like hell. Whoever chickened out first had to buy everyone ice cream for a week. And as they made their way down the narrow dirt path, the sun seemed to vanish behind thick clouds. The deeper they went, the quieter everything became. No birds, no wind, just the crunch of their shoes on dead leaves. And when they reached the clearing, they froze. The old house looked like it had grown right out of the earth, crooked, draped in moss. Its windows were dark, but it felt like something was watching them from inside. And still, they had a bet to win. So the biggest of the 3, Josh, stomped up to the porch, lifted his fist, and knock, knock, knock. Nothing happened. They laughed nervously, waiting for the old man to come out shouting. But instead, the door slowly creaked open. Not wide, just a crack, enough for a damp smell to leak out, like wet soil and rust. "Hello?" Josh whispered. No answer, then a faint rustling inside, like little feet skittering across wooden floors. They should have run right then, but curiosity pulled them closer. As they peered through the gap, their eyes adjusted to the darkness, and then they saw them. And dozens of small figures crouched together in the center of the room. Children. Or at least they looked like children. Heads too large, arms too thin, skin almost gray under the faint light of an old lamp. Like they were whispering, words that didn't sound like words at all, just dry clicks and hums. Then, as if sensing the boys at the door, all the heads turned at once, staring with huge, black, glassy eyes. The kids bolted. Branches slapped their faces. Roots nearly tripped them, but they didn't stop until they hit the edge of town, breathless and shaking. That night, each of them tried to convince themselves it was just costumes, some weird game. But deep down, they knew better. Around 3 a.m., they all woke up, separately in their own rooms, to the same sound. Tap, tap, tap at their windows. When they finally worked up the nerve to look, there was nothing there. Just a faint smudge on the glass, like something had pressed its face against it. And over the next few days, strange things started happening. Little piles of dirt appeared on their bedroom floors. Their parents complained of cold spots in the house. And at night, they'd hear whispers again. Soft, broken syllables right next to their beds, fading the moment they opened their eyes. It's been years since then. Josh moved away. The others rarely talk about it, but sometimes in the middle of the night and they'll wake up to a faint knocking. And remember that once you open certain doors, you never really close them again.